welcome, 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 welcome. I don't know when it's going to actually cut in when you watch this video later. It is March 12th, and though it is New Comic Book Day, we are not at the shop looking at those issues. We are home. It blows my mind every once in a while that I used to be open until 9 p.m. on Wednesdays, and even more so that I would be busy. Sometimes only at like 8:30 or 8:15 by customers coming on Wednesday to get their new books. It absolutely, it is astounding to me how our Wednesday customers, I don't know about everyone's Wednesday, but our have changed so dramatically in since really 2021, 2022, but really since 2020. Um, it was a crazy day, fam. Chat group. Um, it was a crazy day. um, I got an email from Marvel that I cannot do anything about the extra copies of the books. I'm just going through my day. I cannot do anything about the extra copies I got of books that came for today. But next week, the Godzilla vs. Fantastic Four, the one I was actually really worried about, we can cancel. We can, any numbers I want, adjust the numbers. I was tempted to adjust to under 100 because I'm like, you know what? We're good. I went on my social media and I said I'll be offering. Oh, I didn't go back on Blue Sky and do it again. I'll offer discounts on these books, and I figured that while I did the live stream, I would show off the books. This is when I did the post at like 10 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning. It feels like 11 to me right now. I know it's only 9:15 Eastern time here, but it feels like 11. I am dying. I have to put those Marvel books out, the extra cup. So I made a post saying we'll give a discount on all these books that I got extra. Good sale price. I came in and I started to take pictures, and then I realized that I shouldn't be taking pictures. I had to send back, if you recall, DC stuff. DC, we got the wrong books, and we were asked to send them back. So I had to print a form, and I started doing that. And then people started coming because it's Wednesday. After people came in, Benny showed up with Diamond Order. The Diamond Order for this week. So I unpacked it. Bunch of weird things. One, no COD on that Diamond Order. No invoices, a repack slip. I'm probably going to get a big whammy and get a Diamond invoice with 2 weeks worth of stuff on it next time. I don't understand it. It is the most worrying sign in all the things that have been happening with Diamond. They've been doing their best to keep up with the issues they created when they lost their warehouse in August. November. In November, and they've been catching up. They've been getting a little better, having problems. We got Wednesday books on Wednesday. We're supposed to get them on Monday or Tuesday, but we got them on Wednesday. And I realized how little I've been ordering for Diamond. I had this many single issues, and like 2 of them went on the shelf. The rest were all for hold lists. But I had a few graphic novels that I can only get from them. We got Growing Up Farley, the Chris Farley biography that the great Ryan Dunleavy drew most of. Ryan, of course, action philosophers, comic history of. We love Ryan. I'm very excited to show that book off. So I unpacked all of that while more people came in. A lot of people I haven't seen in a while who were out because yesterday was nice, so they wanted to see. And a lot of people who hadn't been in since the rearrange, and they were really taking it in and looking around. A few of them who, are chatters who I talked to, and they hadn't been in a while. So it was a really, really busy day. Thank God. And then I stepped outside. Now, if I recall, I told you about the place opening next door, selling all sorts of blind bags, blind boxes, whatever. They had some Pokemon, like big dual deck boxes that you could get at Target, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. They had that kind of stuff. And today I noticed they had the classic sort of booster special Pokemon thing, lots of little packs and a booster thing. And I look up This is the afternoon, and they've got the thingies. I don't know what they're called. Chromatic prismatics, whatever. The two, the chromatic this and the prismatic that. The big Pokemons. And they're just sitting in their window. The store is not open. Yesterday, while I was closing, they were putting the sign up. The sign, they now have a sign and a name on their store. It says Happy Hunting is the name of the store. Happy Hunting. And they literally have right on top of the little displays the two most desirable card game things. Every place in town that sells Pokemon does not have those. They haven't had them for weeks. I hope they're opening soon. Because I'm going to get people asking me freaking questions about it every single. I had someone come in afterwards and she said, they haven't had their windows broken? And I said, well, they only put them up today. And I said, I think it's a bit much. She goes, I don't know, let's go for double the price they go for. No one can find them anywhere. And I'm like, I assume it means they're opening soon. I assume it means that they're but like everything else in the window looked like the same Grimcrack stuff you get, on clearance elsewhere. So it's really interesting. I don't know what's going to be, and they got in my headspace. And literally from that moment this afternoon, I have been in this headspace of what's this place going to be like? What kind of people are going to shop in there? What's it going to? And it's just like, I know I should make a little sign that says opening this and just stick it on their door. But it has absolutely like eaten into my brain. You can ask pretty much anyone who came into the shop after like 4:00. Has heard me just going on and on about this. In actual updates, some really great issues came out this week. Some really beautiful variant covers, actually. And like I said, we got more books than I showed off yesterday. Yesterday, I showed off about 16 books, but we got 4 books from Diamond that actually came out yesterday and today, this week, through Diamond. I'll show those off. Not a lot of number ones. A lot of people, this is what I think is interesting. A lot of people came in and were like, oh, I found what I'm looking for. And it was just Absolute Superman. And then they grab something else. It's great to see people coming in for a book. They read 1 or 2 books and they grab other things. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I feel like dead. Today has been insane for me. So I'm going to log off. I'm going to have something to eat. And I'm going to get some sleep. I will see you tomorrow. We will look over the books. Until then, remember, damn it, babies, you got to be kind.